Good morning. Happy Tuesday. So, Long Island Audit sent me the transcript, or at least the statement of decision portion of the transcript from the hearing on standing. Apparently, it was a hearing on standing and a motion to dismiss. The court decided that because it could resolve the standing issue, it wouldn't deal with the remaining parts of the motion to dismiss, which I just hate. They do that in the interest of judicial economy. The problem is that, like, now Long Island Audit doesn't know all the other reasons he would lose. And so it just, like, it doesn't change anything. Things keep happening. Because it was dismissed with prejudice as to Sean Paul Reyes, it wasn't dismissed with prejudice as to Long Island Audit since they weren't a party to the case. So Long Island Audits can still bring the case. Sean Paul Reyes can't, at least at this point, unless something changes. Speaking of which, Long Island Audits did send me some other things, but he didn't tell me I could talk about them, so I don't know if I can or can't, so I'm not talking about them. The court's reasoning was pretty simple, and I don't 100% agree with it. Basically, the court's position was everything that happened was under the name of Long Island Audits. The damages are for lost subscribers for Long Island Audits. He signed in under Long Island Audits. All the social media's Long Island Audits. Blah, blah, blah. Right? So because everything was done under the corporation's name, and it was done under the corporation's name, so in theory the corporation could be a shield. Like if Sean Paul Reyes does something bad, if he commits some sort of a tort or negligence or something like that, and somebody sues, they'd sue Long Island Audits, the corporation, because he'd say, well, I was acting under the name of the corporation. And so the corporation would act as a shield. That's what corporations are for. They're to basically be a shield for the shareholders. So, the corporation takes all the liability. The shareholders just get profits in a perfect corporate world. So the court's reasoning is that, like, you can't use this as a shield for the same actions that now you're trying to use your own reputation as a sword for. And I think, and I haven't done any research into this, but I think that there's a difference in the way corporations are dealt with for defamation laws in Florida. I don't know that you could do defamation per se against a corporation. I think you have to prove damages, but I could be wrong on that. So huge grain of salt. If you're in Florida, talk to a local attorney. But I think that is why Sean Paul Reyes wants to sue as Sean Paul Reyes and not as Long Island Audits. And I think the court understood that, and that's essentially why he got the result he did. The corporation did everything. The mayor was talking about what the corporation did, and therefore it's the corporation's cause of action, if in fact there is a viable cause of action in there. Now, once again, it's a loser. It's an absolute loser. There are a lot of grounds to get rid of this. I don't think there was defamation there. I honestly don't think there was defamation. You can disagree. I don't think there was. And then you also have the privilege, the sovereign immunity, the governmental privilege. He's the mayor acting in his role as a mayor on a YouTube page called Mayor whatever's not YouTube, Facebook page, talking about issues that happened in a governmental meeting. I mean, sovereign immunity is going to apply. Like, I don't know what to tell you, man. Like, it's so close to other facts from other cases that have been ruled on. The one I'm thinking of is the one where the police chief sued the mayor, who had a blog, for things the mayor said about the police chief in the blog. And it applied. Sovereign immunity or governmental immunity, whatever they called it, immunity applied. So there's absolute immunity there. It's going to apply. And this is just a loser. I did actually resolve my first defamation case. We didn't make it to trial at the mandatory settlement conference. We settled yesterday. And so now I can say that I've actually done a defamation case. I haven't done a defamation trial. But it was pretty interesting. There were a lot of causes of action. It's basically a neighbor dispute, one neighbor being an absolute hellion, and the other neighbor, my clients, being the recipient of that. One of the things, though, was that the bad guy, the defendant, made a sign, a giant sign, calling one of my clients a, let's say, a PDF file with his name and his contact information on the sign. You know, so stuff like that you get paid for. That's pretty clear. One of the things I didn't like about the court's reasoning, though, was that he was bringing up like Megyn Kelly and several other political commentators, basically saying that, you know, if they say something, you know, it's the corporation saying it, and, you know, that's why they have these corporations and blah, blah, blah. But I don't really understand how that happens, because what his point is, because if I say Megyn Kelly is a PDF file, I'm not saying she is, but if I said that, then I don't believe that only her corporation could sue me. I think she could sue me because I said she, Megyn Kelly, is the bad thing. And on the mayor's post, he said the YouTuber, or if I remember correctly, he didn't name Sean Paul Reyes. He just said the YouTuber. He didn't name Long Island Audits or Sean Paul Reyes. He just said the YouTuber. Now, who is the YouTuber? Is it Long Island Audits or is it Sean Paul Reyes? Who is the YouTuber? I think that would have been an interesting tact to run down. Who is the YouTuber? Who is the mayor referring to in his allegedly, not really, but allegedly defamatory statement? Is it Long Island Audits, the corporation, or is it Sean Paul Reyes, the YouTuber? Is Long Island Audits the YouTuber, or is Sean Paul Reyes the YouTuber? That would be the focus that I would have taken as an attorney. Who is the mayor referring to? And who is it going to be perceived by the viewers that he's referring to? Because that's who I think should be able to bring the lawsuit. Because the mayor didn't say Long Island Audits, but he also didn't say Sean Paul Reyes. So I think it all comes down to who is the YouTuber? Who is the mayor referring to? Is he referring to the person, or is he referring to the corporation? I think that would be where I would go. Now, obviously, because the mayor is represented by counsel, presumably competent counsel, they're going to, inform him that it would really be helpful if he was referring to the corporation when he said it. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. That's all I got for you today. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.